In IronCAD 2022 Product Update 1, there's a new capability to do a linked body for structured parts. This is found on the Structure Parts ribbon bar, which if it's not enabled, you can right-click on the gray area of the ribbon bars and go to Customize Ribbon to add the Structure Part ribbon bar. To use this tool, set a part or a structure part as active by right-clicking and saying Set as Active. Now that it is active, you can actually use the Copy Body or Linked Body command. The difference is the linked body actually maintains a linked relationship. For example, we'll go ahead and create a linked body, and we're going to select our other part that we have in our scene, which could be a structured part or an innovative part, but we're going to go ahead and link that into our body. And it uses the anchor location of our part and places it at the origin point of our structured part. So we can see it's located here, and we can select that B-rep body and move it around using the tribal if we like. For example, we can move it down here. We can also do other operations inside of here if we want to use our feature command toolbar to do a pattern feature, for example. We can run that tool, select an edge or direction that we want to create that, maybe a size, maybe we'll make it a little bit bigger, and we'll go ahead and create that pattern there for our shape, and maybe do a Boolean operation. And we can select that body as our main body, is our solid block, and we're going to subtract our other body, which is those, and hit OK, and we can create that. So the advantage of the linked body versus a copy body is if any changes are made to that part, for example, if we make this a little bit wider, you can see those changes occur on our structure part. So we can get those live updates. Now this tool is actually useful not only for internal files. In this case, we have our part here that's our internal file. You can use external reference files as well. So let's go ahead and just remove these particular commands here. Actually, we'll just go ahead and remove those from our body. And we'll go ahead and suppress our other part so we can show the other example. In this case, we're going to go ahead and do our File, Insert Part Assembly command. And we're going to select a body that we have here that's already created. And we're going to insert this as a linked part. So you can see that this is actually a linked part that's inside of our file. And it's currently grayed out because our other assembly or our other structure part is active. This is tied to an external linked file. For example, if I go ahead and open up that file as well, you can see this is the main file that we're using that shows that particular geometry inside of there. Now let's go back to our file, and we can do the same operations as we did before. On our structure part ribbon bar, we can go ahead and use the link body command, select our body, hit OK, and it'll tell us it's going to create this part at the location and assembly geometry itself. Sorry. It's going to update both its geometry and its position for this external linked reference file. So we'll go ahead and hit that and hit OK. And we can see that it's placed. Again, we can still use the tribal to move this around, so maybe we'll just move this up a little bit to see the difference here for that particular file. And again, you can do operations like a Boolean operation in this case. We'll go ahead and do a Boolean, and we'll do subtraction. We'll select our main body, our linked body that we're going to subtract it from, and we can see that change occur there. Now, since this is an external reference, we no longer need this body here for our usage, so we can actually delete that from the file. And we can see that our file still maintains our geometry, but even if we go to our external file and make changes, for example, maybe we'll make this a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit wider inside of here. We go back to our structure part, you can see that that automatically updates and maintains those changes. So a very handy feature, not only just to copy bodies from part to part, you can actually use the linked body for internal parts and external parts to use this as operations for such things as adding geometry to your structured part or removing geometry for things like molds in your designs.